All right, unintended video, as always, trying to catch things on the fly. So I don't know if you can gather that all of the birds are clumped up right now. Dogs are running around, ignore them for a second. I came out of the barn because I heard, the turkeys starting to sound off. And when I see them like this, where all of the birds are clumped together, the chickens, the guinea, the turkey, the geese, the ducks, they're all in the same area, distracted by Tonka and Bailey playing. Something's up, right? So I took a look up in the sky and there were a couple of hawks circling overhead. They were not circling overhead to, take care of the birds or to predate on the birds. They were circling overhead because that's part of their migratory pattern and because they can head over to the field, which, the hayfield right now is wide open and empty, and that is a great hunting ground for them. So yes, the birds were absolutely alarming at the hawks overhead. And everybody knows that the best way to be protected is to gather in the corner. The chickens sort of use the turkey as blockers. They do go inside, right? So you can see a rooster standing at the doorway there, kind of protecting. Most of the ones that are still outside are roosters, except for that one black hen. The geese move over. They're not as protective, but they also recognize that it's time to collect. And the ducks all got off the pond and moved over. And what that does is it actually makes them look huge, right? Instead of having individual chicken nuggets running around, and that's really what little bantam chickens are, they're just chicken nuggets. They're out there to feed the world if the world could get at them, right? So our job is to protect them, but they're all starting to come out now. Like, all clear, it's okay. At any rate, the birds instinctively listen to the turkey. The turkey will alarm a little bit more than they should, right? Like, there was no reason to alarm at these particular hawks, but I prefer that they alarm at whatever they find in the environment. The gang gathered up, and now they're going to start to spread out again. You see how quickly it happens, right? So I came out, the hawks moved on. I did not get them on camera. Sorry about that. I tried, but they were long gone. Well, they were too far out of range well before I got the camera going. And now they're going to start to spread out again. The ducks are already back on the pond. The geese have moved on, right? The chicken are coming out, and all is back to normal. We'll see that pattern of behavior a ton throughout the winter, especially as the birds migrate. We are on a definite migratory path for the raptors. Here comes Mr. Hugo coming from who knows where. And they do pass overhead quite frequently, and they do use our property as a stopping ground because we have both the woods and that open meadow, which is amazing hunting ground for them. Knock wood, based on the behaviors that you just saw, we have not lost a chicken to aerial predation in about 4 years. We will probably at some point have one that gets taken, but because it is an open area, right? There's no lid, there's no cover on this, but their activity and their behaviors and their learned response really protects them without us having to protect them. Plus, of course, they have, cover, and they have the pond, and they have corners to hide in, so it makes it much more difficult for them to be hunted. So anyway, just cool that I caught that behavior. They're starting to spread out again, and I think I'll leave it there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are in this world. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.